Today I'm going to be talking about Super Mario, who's going to be 35 today. September 13th he turned 35, and I'm going to be talking about how much of an icon he's been for the gaming industry, how his origins made him into a unique character, how he's impacted the industry on a level of like game mechanic, and how he's introduced and continued to introduce game mechanics that have kind of shaped the way people think about video games, as well as how people think about video games in terms of themes and separating separating itself from, or like Super Mario separated itself from like more seriously adult video games, and how he's kept a kid-friendly theme. So Super Mario was created by Shigeru Miyamoto and Donkey Kong, and he was a nameless character in the first rendition of it, but it was disclosed later that Shigeru Miyamoto had wanted to use Popeye and all the related characters for the Donkey Kong games, but for licensing issues, he chose Donkey Kong and Mario, and he chose Mario to be a Italian plumber as opposed to an American sailor, because of he thought that the large nose and the mustache were characteristic Italian traits that he had learned from drawing cartoons and comics from when he was little, and one of his favorite comics was centered around an Italian character. And because of the technology limitations in 1985, the more prominent characteristics of Mario were desired. And as an influence, Mario has practically shaped the game industry in terms of mechanics, and how the Super Mario Bros. In 1985 was probably it was the first game on a console to be a side-scrolling game, and it wasn't really followed by anything to compete with it that wasn't like a copy until maybe 9 years later, with Sonic the Hedgehog, which Sega had released to kind of compete with Mario, but they never really could keep up because Mario kept transforming game mechanics. In Super Mario 64, Nintendo created a 3D environment with an active camera angle that changed depending on the player's position, which was unseen before then, and it was mimicked and copied by Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64. But even today, like, the creators of Grand Theft Auto have said that if you are a game developer with 3D games and you don't mention Super Mario 64, you are like shamed to admit so, because it's just like such a pivotal moment and pivotal game for game mechanics. And Mario has set, the last point I mean to make is that Mario has kept a kid-friendly aesthetic to his games throughout the years, despite the fact that games such as Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty have come to major prominence in the industry. He's kept like a kid-friendly aesthetic, and has led like a lot of other gamers to mimic and continue that tradition, so games are still accessible to children. And yeah, that's just like a few things I find very important to mention when talking about Super Mario, and it's so incredible that it's been 35 years since its initial release. Thank you for